Okay, guys, welcome in to your WWE Monday Night Raw review for March 9th, 2015. Now, the main theme for this Raw review is fuck the PG era. I'm gonna pull Randy Orton, alright? Fuck the PG era, but you know what? Let's move that up out of camera shot, alright? We'll talk about that a little later in the last segment. But last night's Monday Night Raw was hot and cold. On the one hand, you have best promo of 2015 so far, given by none other than Paul Heyman. On the other hand, you had a string of fucking matches that were absolute garbage tag team matches during the middle of the show. And you also had a badass moment at the end of the show. Badass beatdown with Randy Orton. Alright? This show was circled around Randy Orton and the Authority. And you guys know the drill. We're going to go down this show, go through all the segments. I'm going to give my opinions on them. And we're going to do this thing. Alright, guys? I haven't been on in a while. I've just been so busy. You got to realize that I am 17. I am still in high school. I have a lot of stuff to juggle. Alright? Still don't take the SATs yet. Got a lot of fucking just extracurricular activities that I haven't gotten a chance to get on YouTube in a while. So I've been really mad at myself for not getting on here. So I wanted to give you guys a Monday Night Raw review for the events that happened last night, because I thought it was a decent show. No, I don't want to say decent. I don't want to do that. I thought it was a shit show sometimes, and a great show sometimes, and a great show at sometimes also. We're gonna go all through it. First segment, the Authority promo. Now, this segment basically was to set the table, if you will, for Randy Orton and his now official face turn into a badass face. Well, actually, I don't know if you consider a face. He's the kind of face that is not with the goody two-shoe, like a John Cena. He's like the face that's a badass face that rebels against the machine, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, set the table for later that night, rather. It was last night. So Randy Orton gets a chance to give some of his mic work. He was actually pretty good on the mic last night, giving insults to Kane, making fun of him getting coffee, making fun of Big Show, calling him pathetic. He's supposed to be this dominating force, and he's just a shell of his former self, basically. Seth Rollins, I'm going to make you my bitch. Talks to Jamie Noble about his height. That was actually pretty funny. He says, are you just mad because I can go on the Disney rides and you can't? That was pretty funny, I gotta admit. That was a little humorous. Skips Joey Mercury. And then he says, I'm just kidding. I think so far the writers and the booking team have booked Randy Orton terribly. When he came back, I don't know why. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to delay the huge moment when Randy Orton actually finally turns on Seth Rollins. They want to build that up, the momentum. But speaking of momentum, you just killed all with Randy Orton. I would have loved to see Randy Orton first night back on Monday Night Raw. He returns. When he's in the ring, the first night back, when he's about to kick Seth Rollins' ass, just slaps him across the face. You're like, "Catch you next time, man." Cool. And leaves the ring. I thought that was a poor decision by the booking team. I would have had Orton attack Rollins. As soon as he got back, would have picked up from where he left off when he left in November to shoot the movie and he had extra time off. So I think that was a mistake by the booking team. However, huge payoff you got tonight. We'll talk about that later. So this segment was okay. Pretty good mic work by Seth Rollins, of course, and good mic work by Randy Orton. Set the table for later that night. Then we got, yes, Daniel Bryan and the non-existent guest movement this year rather. I think it's pretty safe to say Daniel Bryan will not be in the main event at WrestleMania 31, which I am pretty upset about. I don't understand. I've said it so many times. I'm not going to say it again. I'll say it one more time. I don't understand how you can miss out on the David versus Goliath, but you have to build the star. I'm done talking about that. Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett. Daniel Bryan, of course, one of the best, if not the best, in-ring worker in pro wrestling today. You got Wade Barrett. He's also a great in-ring worker. I respect Wade Barrett. However, he couldn't be He couldn't look any more weaker, man. If the mission by the booking team was to make Wade Barrett look weak to the point where he just should have stayed on the shelf, he just should have stayed on the DL. He was looking so weak. Non-title loss after non-title loss after non-title loss after non-title loss. I like the way that the WWE is focusing their attention more so now, finally, on the Intercontinental Championship, not making it seem like just a prop. However, I do think it's childish. I do think it's degrading the championship, have it being passed back and forth like a hot potato. I don't like that aspect of it. However, I do like how they're putting more attention on it. This was, of course, I love any Daniel Bryan match, but this match was too short. I think these gentlemen are great in the ring. They have great chemistry. However, I think the match was too short. I don't know why they didn't let him go on longer. You still have the ongoing theme with R-Truth trying to steal the Intercontinental Championship. And now at this time he had the burlap sack. Match ended, like I said, rather quickly. Daniel Bryan with the running knee, the second knee. Wade Barrett loses again, non-title match. At this point, he almost has to win at WrestleMania 31, otherwise he's gonna, like I said, should have stayed on the DL. After he gets frustrated, gives the bullhammer to Daniel Bryan. Then you had the back and forth like always. You had the finishers, Dolph Ziggler with the super kick. Luke Harper with the huge discus clothesline. Yeah, all the back and forth were all the participants in the ladder match at 31 for the Intercontinental Championship. In the end, they pulled the joke off with Wade Barrett going for R-Truth, who, while all that would happen in the ring, he surreptitiously took the title, put him through the burlap sack, right? Underneath the announce table, Wade Barrett goes, "Give me my title." You know, trying to say the English accent, right? R-Truth says, "All right, chill, man, chill." Gives him the burlap sack, thinking it's the title. Barrett goes up the entrance ramp into the mezzanine. R-Truth goes up, not the entrance, he goes up the mezzanine, R-Truth goes up the entrance ramp. And while Barrett pulls out a fake replica in a Intercontinental Championship, R-Truth shows that he has outsmarted Wade Barrett and has the championship. I thought it was a cheap segment, like I said, childish. I feel like it's degrading the championship. We'll see how it goes. I'm expecting the not exactly the ladder match to be a clusterfuck. However, I'm expecting it to be halfway decent. It could steal the show for all we know. It could steal the show. I'm actually not sure who's going to win this one. Maybe Dolph Ziggler, we'll see. But I feel like Wade Barrett has to win to actually get some credibility back. He's losing all credibility. He's booked so weak. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Next segment we have, last night, we had Dean Ambrose versus Stardust. So after all the fallout from everybody going back and forth for the championship, we have Stardust, who actually had possession of the championship. Of course, you have JBL on the announcer's booth, really piling on hard. There's a thief! There's a thief! Is it back? Dean Ambrose versus Stardust. Once again, I feel like the match was too short. Dean Ambrose versus Stardust. Cody Rhodes, two great in-ring workers. I feel like they have great chemistry. However, the same pitfall to Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett, too short of a match. Okay? Oh, by the way, am I missing something? I know I missed a couple SmackDowns, but am I missing something? Is Goldust and Stardust now non-existent? We're not going to get the one-on-one match, brother versus brother? Is now Stardust going to be in the ladder match? I'm confused on that one. I don't know. I don't think they officially entered him, but I'm confused. I thought we were going to brother versus brother match. I was a little excited for that, but guess not. We'll see what happens as we have, I believe, 19 days now, 19 nights until WrestleMania. God, shit, it's come by fast this year. Although I'm not really excited as I was last year for the Yes Movement with Daniel Bryan, looking to get that payoff. I was really excited to see Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania go against Triple H and then go against Batista and Randy Orton and The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. This year, however, I'm not too excited for the WrestleMania. I don't know why. Not too excited. You guys tell me in the comment section if you're excited for this year. So you guys know There's been backstage reports, rumors swirling past few weeks that Brock Lesnar actually left Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago over contract disputes on whether he can go to the UFC 184. He did anyway. You guys saw it. Allegedly, Vince McMahon is very pissed with Lesnar. Anyway, he left the show. He was supposed to be on. He left. And now he returns. Right? You know, I'm getting all pumped up. We got Brock Lesnar. Boom. 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 Yeah! You know, all fucking pumped up, right? He's a fucking beast, a Leviathan. And he comes out with Paul Heyman. Now, I said at the top of this review, the best promo of 2015 so far. Paul Heyman, baby. Wow. You know, what the promo that he gave last night was absolutely fucking brilliant. Now, I don't like to use this word very often because it shouldn't be used very often unless a situation occurs where this word is needed. And that promo last night was awesome. It was awe-inspiring to see the intensity that he had when talking about Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, saying that, hinting that if Roman Reigns loses, he'll be shunned out of his family. Okay? The long line of legacy, okay, of Roman Reigns' his family. So, the intensity, the power, and the fact that Heyman having his mic cut off twice, and him mentioning UFC, mentioning the elephant in the room that's taboo in WWE, mentioning the fact that UFC, that he might go on this summer to conjoin the championship, the WWE championship, and the UFC title. Cut up his mic, great entertainment, great theater. Paul Heyman, absolutely fucking wizard on the mic. None other. It's just one of, if not the best talkers in history. Paul Heyman, fucking brilliant last night. Really selling this match. Roman Reigns, if you want to make him look badass, if you want him to be over with the fans, he's not going to be over with me because I know what I want. But with the casual viewer or anybody else who's not on his side yet, you have to have him speak fewer. Does that make any fucking sense? You can't have him speak at all. You can say believe that. You can't have him speak. All right. So, you know, Brock Lesnar, he's good in short bursts like Roman Reigns should be. Okay. So the main guy who's going to sell this match, who's going to sell the main event at WrestleMania 31, is going to be Paul Heyman. All right. And him selling off as just Brock Lesnar as a beast, and him tying in the fact that Brock Lesnar, right, he stepped into the ring with The Rock. He beat The Rock as a rookie, okay? He stepped into the UFC octagon, okay? He won the UFC title when no one else thought he would. He stepped into the ring with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30 last year. He conquered the streak when no one else thought he would. He went to SummerSlam 2014. He conquered John Cena and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then he ties it in by saying, what do you think is going to happen to Roman Reigns? Fucking brilliant. Really sets up Roman Reigns' triumphant victory at WrestleMania. He will win the championship. Really sets up the match. Great booking. He is an absolute wizard. Even better than last week's promo, which is incredible. This topped it that much more. Nothing more to say about that. Awe-inspiring. Next segment. Oh, God. This is the shit part of the show, man. We just had a string of tag team matches. Ryback, Eric Rowan, who once again had no reaction. Kane versus Kane and Big Show. God damn. No one wants to see that shit. Then you had Not Stardust. You had the Usos versus Los Matadores. I hate the Usos, man. Yeah, Tyson Kidd, I believe Tyson Kidd, and, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro in action, too. I love them. Great that the tag team champions, anticipating them retaining the championships. Usos lost tonight against Los Matadores. Whether that means there might be a triple threat match at WrestleMania 31, or just that they want to push the Usos back to the back of the line, like Booker T said. We'll see. All I know, this was a shit part of the show. A shit Divas match with AJ Lee versus Summer Rae and Natalya versus Naomi. Both 2 short matches. It's confirmed. Not Summer Rae. AJ Lee and Paige will face the Bella Twins at WrestleMania 31. We'll see how that turns out. All I know, this is a shit part of the show. At least maybe 30 to 45 minutes of the show where it was just absolutely dead. Dead. That's, like I said, the cold part of the show when you had that string of matches. So we're just going to get into the meat potatoes of the show, okay? Towards the latter end of the show, we had John Cena, okay, and Rusev. Now, John Cena said backstage that if Rusev says even one thing that disgraces the U.S., I'm going to go to that ring and I'm going to fucking kick your ass. Alright? Rusev said that one thing. I'm not sure what he said. Said something. I think he said something that involves spitting on the American flag. I'm not sure what he said. All I know is I heard spitting. John Cena, as promised, comes out to the ring. Gets into a fucking fight with Rusev. Gets him in the STF. Now, if you want to see a real step-over-toe face lock, look at Kurt Angle. If you want to see a real step-over-toe face lock, look at when Eddie Guerrero did it. Alright. That step-over-toe face lock that Cena had on Rusev the first time around, he was like, Cena stink face. The first time around, did you see how fucking shit that was? I mean, can you make it at least semi-believable? Cena, please. Even Stone Cold said in an interview, you gotta time that sumbitch up. Okay? You gotta make it look at least halfway believable. Alright. Let's go. Rusev regroups. Cena realizes he's fucking up badly. Gets the SCF. Has a better. I'll give it to him. It's a better. Looks like he's actually straining the neck of Rusev. I'll give it to him. Looks better that time. I like the angle. I like the angle of Cena. Even though you know I can't fucking stand him. I like the angle of him making the United States Championship more prestigious. Because you know, a 15-time world champion going down and competing for the U.S. title, it's going to immediately elevate it. Alright? So I like the fact that he's trying to fight for any way he can get into this match with Rusev to defend his country and defend the U.S. Championship. Okay? Like, booking 101. Rusev wins by nefarious means at Fastlane, and Cena's going to triumph at WrestleMania 31. However, I think that should fucking change. Because I was saying to myself, this better not fucking happen. Saying to myself, no, this better not fucking happen. Guess what? Second STF. Cena had Rusev. Like I said, a little more believable. You have Rusev tap out like a little bitch. You have Rusev tap out, who was protected over the course 12 to 14 months, over a year, as an unstoppable force. Not pinned, not being made to submit, and then you have him submit to Cena. Don't JBL trying to pull that bullshit off last night. That, oh, it didn't count, wasn't a match. Fuck you. Okay? We already saw with our own eyes Rusev being defeated. We've already seen him tap out. We've seen what it looks like to see Rusev tap out. It takes away the aura, it takes away the mystique of him suffering his first loss, whether that be by pinfall or submission at WrestleMania 31. What is the fucking point of the match if you have Rusev tap out? We've already seen it. Now Rusev has to win. Otherwise, a second loss, tapping out on free television, and then losing at WrestleMania 31 back-to-back, Rusev is not an established star, and he can't bounce up on the drop of a hat like that. You can kiss his fucking run goodbye. I was flabbergasted at the fact of the booking team making Rusev tap out. I was shocked. I understand the angle, making him tap out. Lana doing anything to save her boy, her man, giving the championship match. I understand that. But you can do it some other way. You can have him fucking tap out. You can have Rusev pass out. See him not letting go. You can't have Rusev tap out. Doesn't make any sense logically, booking-wise. I don't understand. I'm gonna move on. I'm done with my rant. We're gonna move on to Bray Wyatt calling out The Undertaker. Alright? We're gonna move on. Now, here's what I feel about The Undertaker. We got pros and cons. Pros and cons of him being left off until WrestleMania 31. The pros of, when Brock Lesnar is off TV, and then when he comes back and makes his appearance that much more impactful, that much more, I'm going to use the word again, awe-inspiring. That's going to be triple. That's going to be quadrupled. Right? That's going to be to the power 4 of when The Undertaker finally makes his first live appearance since being conquered at WrestleMania 30, when he returns at WrestleMania 31. It's going to make it that much more huge and impactful. That's one pro. Now, a con would be you leaving Bray Wyatt by himself. Now, Bray Wyatt can definitely get it done, but it just seems it's going to be cumbersome for Bray Wyatt to do this all work by himself. So I think the bookers writers have kind of booked themselves into a situation where you have a one-man show. We'll see how it works out. Last night was pretty badass. You had Bray Wyatt giving a great promo. As always, you have Undertaker on the loudspeaker saying, rest in peace, alright? Lightning striking down on the rocking chair. Good segment. Can't wait for this fucking match. Now, JD from the NY, on Off the Script, this past week, his News and Rumors show, he said, I believe it was either this past weekend or the weekend prior, he said the bookers are going back and forth, who should win, Bray Wyatt or The Undertaker. Now, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, who do you think should win? Personally, I think Bray Wyatt should win. If you want to create a new Undertaker, if you want to create a new dead man, you have to have Bray Wyatt absolutely decimate The Undertaker at WrestleMania. You have to have him decimate. Now, of course, I think Brock Lesnar, great decision to have him break the streak. He's actually fucking legit to break the streak at last year's WrestleMania. But can you imagine waiting 22-0 and then Bray Wyatt being the one to break it? Him being the new Undertaker, that would have been great. But we can't go back in time. Bray Wyatt needs to decimate The Undertaker. That's my opinion. Great segment. Let's get to the fucking main segment. Not even going to talk about the match with Roman Reigns. We're done with that shit. We're going to talk about the fucking badass beatdown of Seth Rollins. Alright? Finally, we get that huge payoff of the universe, the WWE Universe getting finally what they want. Randy Orton says, "Are you kidding me, Seth?" He didn't say actually fucking. "Are you fucking kidding me, Seth? Do you really think that I'm going to join your family? Do you really think I'm going to join the Authority again?" Right? Unleashes a... It was getting a little uncomfortable assault. Went on a little too long. I was looking at my fucking clock right there on the wall. I'm like, God damn, what's it, 11:20? Went until 11:20. Went 15 minutes over. God damn. God damn. Anyway, a little too long. However, it was good. Smashing Rollins' face on the steel steps. Repeated chair shots to the back. Fighting within the crowd. Brutal chair shots. Alright? Him being launched over the announce table into the commentators. Him being RKO'd. Now, with these fucking tables they have right now, alright? Looks like a fucking toy prop. They're very durable. They're not going to break. I was praying this better fucking break the first time. Because over the summer, Roman Reigns, it involved Roman Reigns, but Randy Orton giving an RKO to Roman Reigns on the announce table. Didn't break the first time. Looked more badass. Kudos for Randy Orton for getting up and doing a second one to drive him through the announce table. This time, broke on impact. He just gave an RKO and he just laid there with Seth Rollins. Fucking great. Great segment. Badass. Like I said, fuck the PG era. Randy Orton had the two middle fingers, flipping the bird. Right? This is what the cameras do. The cameras pan down So you can't see it flipping the bird. By the way, Randy Orton was a little over the edge. He was a little TV-14. He was a little risky. First segment, he said, bitch. This segment, he gave the 2 middle fingers. Fuck the PG era, man. Anyway, hot and cold episode of Monday Night Raw. Guys, I thank you for watching my Raw review. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I appreciate you watching me. 11 subscribers, guys. I can't even believe we're over 10. My Undertaker video got fucking over 850 views. Over 850 views. Now I want to make a goal for this one. I want this video to get at least 5 views. I know that's a huge drop, but my Raw reviews, at least 5 views, guys. I want at least 5 views for this one. Alright, Monday Night Raw review for March 9th. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Peace out.